And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another week, another edition of the WardiTV Monday number 16, your weekly dose of Wardi StarCraft. I'm of course Live VIP with man, joined by these amazing players, by the people in the chat, and by my plushies as well. Welcome one and all to our weekly tournament. Here we go. Exclamation mark be in the chat if you guys want to have a look back yourselves. The bracket is stacked, the bracket is live, the bracket is massive, and we had a hard time picking and choosing where we wanted to start. We had a very hard time, a lot of really good matches going on in the first round, and we have landed on our PvP. PvZ. Let's go. Up first is going to be SKillous versus Eva, and Eva has chosen to off race and is going to be playing as Zerg. Let's go. Protoss versus Zerg as we're jumping into game one. We're jumping into Frostline. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner of Frostline, we have the red Protoss player, the red Protoss representing Team Liquid. It is SKillous. Not streamer soon. Hold on. Un momento. There we go. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have the blue Zerg player from the land of the UK representing the Platinum Heroes. It is Eva. Here we go. Okay, we are going to be settling in. And again, if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is soon to be Gamba time. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will take the series. Best of luck in the chat as we do settle in. Again, SKillous has been looking very strong, very on point as of late, but we'll see how he compares to the likes of a player like Eva, as Eva is going to be opening up with the initial spawning pool. That is going to be a pool before expansion. Interesting choice. There is no other worker on the map. There is no proxy attempted by Eva. No crazy shenanigans yet, outside of the fact that he's going for the earlier spawning pool. This means earlier Lings, earlier Queen production, delayed natural base, delayed gas geyser as well, delayed economy. So interesting choice out of Eva, as SKillous does maintain his position and SKillous does deny the natural. Does force the unnatural out of his opponent. Un momento though. Hold on, just checking my audio. Beautiful. Just checking my audio, make sure that everything is as it should be. But we do see SKillous. He does rescout, does confirm the gas has yet to be taken. Queen is on the way early. Ling's going to be on the way as well. And Eva, what's going on? What, macro hatch? Oh no, expanding. Okay. I was very confused. I was like, is he gonna throw down like a tech structure this early on? Like, what's going? Okay. He's going for a third base. So Eva is opening up gasless. Now, this feels really risky in this matchup, not gonna lie. To open up gasless in ZVP is often not done, so we'll see if Eva can get away with it. Typically, the big reason why this isn't done is because it can be quite difficult to keep up with Adept Harass. With slow Lings and of course Queen defense, it can be quite difficult to keep up with the aggression of the Protoss player. SKillous, he didn't reconfirm how late the gases are. He is somewhat aware of the timing of the third base, though. SKillous has yet to piece it all together and to realize what's going on and to punish Eva. We'll see if he can. I want to say that Eva has gone for this opener before. I want to say that Lorimbo, Papi. I think I've seen Lorimbo try and attempt an opener like this before, if I'm remembering correctly. But for now, we do have our tech of choice. Going to be a Twilight Council. Twilight Council opener out of SKillous, which I do appreciate given the position, given the opener, given how vulnerable Eva is. Eva still no gases. A drone is going to be going down, and with Glaive at follow-up, I mean, this can hit like a truck. As two drones already do fall. Nice damage here by SKillous. Extra gateways being thrown down, and we should be taking into Glaives. Should be taking into Glaives momentarily as we do Chrono Boost the Twilight Council without anything being researched. A bit of an unfortunate start there for SKillous. Hopefully he does begin there we go. As he does begin his upgrade just towards the tail end of that Chrono Boost. I think a part of that is because he only had one in gas, so he didn't have enough gas to actually start Glaive, so it was a bit of a shaky build execution, but regardless, SKillous is still getting there nonetheless. Meanwhile, Adept does get across the map. One Adept finally does go down. And still no gas. Still gasless here at Eva. It's crazy. I'm I feel very uncomfortable for Eba, not gonna lie. Now to catch up, he's taking 2 extra gases here in the main. I'm very curious to see if Eba can recover here, if Eba can bounce back and if he can survive. Again, no link speed, delayed roach production as well. Because of the natural expansion being forced on the right hand side, there's no wall, like there's no Sim City here to wall off to try and deny any Glaive Adept aggression. Likewise, the opening here is quite large on Frostline, so I do favor skills quite a bit here, and we'll see. Ooh, my apologies though, I assume this is 4 gate Glaive Adepts. This is not. This is 3 gate Glaives, so very light commitment here out of SKillous. Basically what's happening is that SKillous, he skips a 4th gateway and he skips a robo in favor of an expansion. So this is a more macro oriented build. This is aggressive, that is true, but this is not as committed as 4 gate Glaives. So again, lighter aggression, which means Eba might be able to get away with this. I mean, I'm still feeling very wary. I mean, there's still no link speed, there's still no roach production. There is going to be just barely a wall off, but skills, he can try to just knock this down. Can attempt when he will. Era Chamber will eventually fall. Spine Crawlers are on the way. A nice re-wall, but last of the episode, they do bust in. Yeah, they bust in towards the main base. Spine Crawler, we have 1 in the main. We have 1 in each mineral line, actually. And the episode shaded. And Eba, he does have 11 roaches on the way. Drones are going down. 5 workers here at the natural. And if they threaten a shade towards the 3rd. Yep, there's no mining here in either of these bases, just only in the main. And Eba will eventually deal with this, but this is some pretty critical damage. As the drones, they come back a little bit too soon. Another 2 drones go down. More adepts in the main. Still adepts here at the 3rd. And this is kind of the price you pay here for the opener, the build that Eba went for. SKillous, he does not commit to the shade. Behind this, going into Dark Templar. I do actually really like this decision just because the Spore Crawler was killed. There's no Spore here at the 3rd. There are Spores in the other bases, but what are the chances that Eba replaces that Spore, considering it was a Twilight Council opener? What does that mean? No Oracles, right? There's no Stargate, there's no Oracles, so there is a big chance that Eba will be skipping that. Thankfully, there is a lair on the way, so he will have access to mobile detection. But still, we'll see. We'll see what SKillous can get done. I mean, already SKillous, he has a very comfortable worker lead. Is ahead. Behind this, building up Stalkers, Blink and +1, almost done, as they are being chronoed. And Eba, he's still yet to recover, still re-droning, taking gases, soon to be investing into upgrades. Lair is about to finish. SKillous should soon move out. So they do keep tabs on Eba. We commit to the shade. That was a rough move here at the SKillous. He will lose all 3 adepts. SKillous moving in, getting an Overlord. Catching out a couple of roaches as well. Yeah, 2 roaches going down. Very nice damage. Getting up to 4. Oh my god, getting to 5. 5 roaches. 6 roaches. 7. Oh, this is too much damage. 8, 9 roaches going to be going down. Getting up to 10. And GG, well played, gets called. Just too many losses too quickly here. There's just not enough to defend. And SKillous will snowball out of control. GG. GG. Again, a risky build out of Eba, as we did mention, and we can definitely see a world where okay. God damn it. So I messaged Eba. So coming into this game, Eba told me that he had a build that he wanted to try. Hold on. He's explaining himself. He's crazy. He's crazy. Mate. Okay. So Eba was telling me, Eba, he was telling me, so he had a build in mind that he wanted to try out, and he hadn't really thought it through completely. But his initial plan was to go 3 hatch before second queen, which is kind of what he was working towards. But he said that, so he wanted to try out this build, but he didn't know what to do when he got hatch blocked. which makes sense, because if you remember, the hatch block at the start of the game was really brutal. So he's like, as soon as the hatch block occurred, he was kind of like off the cuff sort of thing. Like he was just kind of freestyling from that moment forward, and it was trying to piece it all together. And yeah, it all kind of fell apart a little bit. But here we go in the top right hand corner. In the top right hand corner of Amygdala, we have the red Protoss player leading the series 1-0. BM confirmed. Oh no, he is the Punisher. He is SKillous for Team Liquid. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the blue Zerg player from the land of the UK, representing the Platinum Heroes. It is Eva. So his plan was to go 3 hatch before second queen, to have a more efficient opener, a more greedy build in that last game, but the build got thrown off. The build got thrown off really early on by the probe block. I kept saying hatch block, by the probe block basically from SKillous, and it all just kind of fell apart. But it's fine. Let's go. Oh no. Nikita, calm down, Papi, calm down. He was like, I haven't won with Zerg in years, Papi. And SKillous is like, yeah, that's gonna continue. That's the trend will continue, Papi. Oh no. Oh no. Feels Eva, man. For now is going for the initial hatch. Is going hatch into pool. Hatch pool opener here. We'll see if Eva once again tries to go for that third hatchery before second queen. We'll see if he tries to embrace that build a little bit more efficiently here this time, as we will be settling in. I was saying to Eva, blame the Rainbow, and he was saying blame Eric. Apparently it was an Eric build. Hey, it's so easy to emulate Eric. It's not it's not easy. As we have our initial queens on the way. Yeah, this time he's making 2 queens. This time he's making 2 queens. This looks like a much more standard variation of gasless, but still gasless nonetheless. So no gases here out of Eva. Is making 2 queens into, I would imagine, a third base. Meanwhile, back at home, SKillous going for a much more standard opener. Going to be going for his Stargate. So Stargate opener out of SKillous. And yeah, Eva is expanding. So again, all of this, no gas. All of this is off of 0 gases here, which means once again, Eva, he won't have Ling speed. Eva, he's going to be defending with purely Lings and Queens. Slow Lings and Queens, I should emphasize as well. But this time, SKillous will not punish. This time, there won't be any Glaive Adepts. Like again, the Glaive Adept opener, or the Glaive Adept response from SKillous was, I think, really well done. I do think it's just a really good way to punish a player that's cutting corners. And we saw SKillous punish Eva quite well. Here instead, standard opener, which means Eva should get away with it. I mean, Eva could still struggle against the Glaive Adept defense, but in general, Eva should be able to maintain his position, able to saturate his bases, defending against the Oracles, and get into the mid-game. So this should be a bit of a stronger start for Eva. Or, I say stronger, a much more comfortable start for the Zerg. Much more comfortable. As the Adepts are rallying across the map, 2 Adepts can one-shot drones. You have to be a kangaroo to play like Eric. True. We need to hook Eva up with some Eric coaching. That's what we need to do. Ay. Oh. As the consumer is gonna go down. Oracle threatens a natural. So far, Eva, he's holding on. This time, Eva is taking gases earlier than previously. I mean, still not like a standard timing of gas, but it is a little bit earlier, which means Eva can afford earlier roach production if need be. earlier link speed than previously. There it is, link speed is on the way. Meanwhile, Twilight Council has been thrown down on par with the third base here, and we're going into Blink into our Gateway Explosion. Something that I do notice though is that this time there's no Forge. Where is the Forge? This might be for Blink Stalker aggression. This might lead into an A-Rex as Oracles they dive into the third base. Drone's going to be going down. Yeah, 5 workers do full. And up they shade into the mineral line. They get even more drones, getting up to 7 drone kills. 7 workers, they trade against the Lings, and we're waiting for the Gateway Explosion. Again, the lack of Forge is a big tell that we're not really thinking too much further ahead. There we go, delayed Forge out of SKillous, which means further or earlier Blink Stalker aggression. So we should soon be seeing those Blink Stalkers. As Lair is now on the way, +1 melee as well, so Eva is going into Ling Hydra. This time it looks like Eva wants to avoid roaches. What I'm most concerned by here, as Eva is going to be avoiding roaches in this macro hatch, is that these initial stalkers, they can trade very well early on, and there isn't really going to be much of a backbone to Eva's army. It's going to be purely Ling Queen. Oh, Oracle's taking a lot of hits. And so far they get us surrounded on one of those stalkers. Nicely done. One stalker gets surrounded, second stalker does survive. Nice. Stasis goes up. The queens are exposed. Queens are off of creep. No! Oh, they can't transfuse. Oh, not quite. One queen does go down. Yeah, Eva overextends. Stalkers, they move in. Looking and hoping for another queen. You see Eva coming in from behind, setting up a surround, but that's what the oracles are for. Decent setup. Again, SKillous, he does avoid it. There's that Hydrogen for Eva. Again, Ling Hydra. SKillous throwing down a Gateway Explosion. Throwing down 4 extra gateways. He's already got 4 to begin with. No extra gases here. Adds to the third base. This looks like a 3-base all-in. I mean, it's an 8-gate. It is an 8-gate. SKillous looking to expand. Gets a 4th behind this. But he should not be slowing down. His goal here should just be to keep on applying pressure, to push forward, and to break this third base. And I'm not so sure if Eva can hold on against this. That's going to be a tough hold for Eva. SKillous is poking in. How many stalkers has SKillous lost? Oh, as the Eva comes in, he's denied the surround. 1 stalker. I mean, look at the efficiency here. 1 stalker has fallen in 2 adepts. Those are the 2 adepts were harassing earlier. Only 1 stalker has been killed. And again, the aggression does not end. It just keeps pushing forward. Lings are going down. Hydra's going down. And over time, Eva is going to be overwhelmed. Yeah, we dive on the army. Queens are falling one after the other. And SKillous, he's snowballing out of control. Lings, they try to come in for a surround. Oh, 1 more stalker goes out. 2 stalker kill. Let's go. He doubles the damage. Eva coming in for a Ling counterattack, but a stasis goes up. Can we get a 3rd stalker kill? Can we get 3? Not quite. Yeah, apparently not. No. There we go. 3rd stalker goes down. 4 stalker. GG gets called in SKillous. He overwhelms the army, and SKillous, he will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the next round. GG. GG, well played. Again, these aggressive follow-ups here, they just do such a great job at just punishing early game aggression or early game damage. Because SKillous, he did come out of the early game or into the early to mid game with dealing economic damage. He was able to just apply pressure, keep that going, and just snowball out of control. So again, just really nice decision making here out of SKillous to be aggressive when he saw an opportunity to, and unfortunately Eva just wasn't quite able to stabilize or get away with that, and with that, GG. GG, well played. Ooh, again, interesting attempted openers as well, especially game 1 was a wild start. It was a wild build. Here in game 2, still some greed out of Eva, but alas, was overwhelmed. And now we're getting into our next series. We're going to be following SKillous into the next round. GG. GG, well played. We're going to be following SKillous, and let's switch our scenes over and have a look at the bracket. ! B in the chat if you guys want to have a look back yourselves.